Hi guys, Miss Ryan here. We're doing step lesson 4, which is listening and talking with young children. So, our kids say a lot, and we need to learn to be good listeners. I know we always think of being parents is our kids need to listen to us, but we need to listen to them too. We need to understand what they're saying, because some kids aren't very good at communicating what they need or how they're feeling. So when we are good listeners, that helps us have a better relationship with our kids, and that helps them to be able to communicate with others better. So when we're talking with our kids, we need to listen for feelings. And some kids have very, very strong feelings. Some say things like, "You're the best mommy in the whole world," or "I hate you." And then some kids are a little bit more mellow, and maybe they don't articulate how they're really feeling because they don't use those big words. They say things like, "I'm just sad," but really they're truly upset because of something that happened. So when we're listening for feelings, we need to use reflective listening. So how to use reflective listening is that you listen, so you stop what you're doing. I know when we say listen, sometimes that seems like common sense, but in today's day and age, when we're using so much technology and there's so many distractions, we need to just stop what we're doing and listen to our child. Get down on their level and listen to them. Hear for feelings. So if your child's saying they're sad or they're frustrated, those are easy, but sometimes they say things that aren't as easy to hear. They'll say they're mad about something, but really they're frustrated about something else, or they're bored, or fill in the blank. That it's not always what they say, it's how they're feeling about something else. And then say what you heard, so reflect that. So you feel excited because grandma's coming to dinner, or you feel tired because you played so hard today. So the more you do it, the more natural it will feel, and you'll be using it all the time. Help your kids find the words that they're trying to say. We use sad and happy and mad all the time, but there's different levels of those, and there's better words that sometimes we can use. Like my 5-year-old gets really, really frustrated when she can't do something perfectly the first time. So she'll say, "This is dumb," or "I'm mad." But really what she's saying is she's frustrated that she can't do something well. So taking those times to express, like, you're frustrated that you're not drawing this duck perfectly the first time, but it takes practice, and so let's keep working on it. Some words for happy feelings are, I'm going to read them off to you, are appreciate, better, cheerful, delighted, enjoy, excited, glad, good, great, happy, like, love, nice, pleased, proud, wonderful. Excited can also sometimes be negative, like your kids are so amped up for something, or they're a little nervous for something. Like it could be, they can be good excited, but then they could also have that nervous energy too. So keep that in mind. Words for upset feeling: angry, annoyed, confused, disappointed, frightened, guilty, hurt, irritated, left out, sad, scared, or sorry. I remember teaching this lesson for the first time, and I was like, left out, because that didn't really fit in with how I viewed little people, like that they didn't feel left out because usually they have built-in friends and you include your kids in so many things. And one of our fun band moms was saying that her son really felt that because he just was naturally bigger than most kids his own age, and they were at the park one day, and he's like super boy and rough and tumble, and there were 2 little girls sitting, and they were petite little girls, and they were very calm, and they were having a little tea party, and he wanted to play with them. And so he comes up and he's like, "I want to play with you." And they were like, "No, we don't want to play with you." And they weren't being rude. His style of play was just so different than theirs, and so he felt really left out, and he was really upset that he wasn't being included with these little girls. And I remember the mom talking to me about that situation, and so she had to use her listening skills, and because he just came back and was like, "I'm mad, those girls don't want to play with me. I'm just angry about it. But he wasn't feeling necessarily mad. He was feeling left out, that he wasn't able to engage with these kids who are at the park. And that's a hard feeling for some kids, right? So you should use reflective listening as much as you can, but listen for strong feelings when your kids are having those really hard emotions, and search for hidden feelings. Like I mentioned, boredom. So your child throws a fit that they can't watch more TV after they're done. They're probably just bored. And so then that's, instead of saying, okay, well, I see that you're mad about that, you can say, it sounds like you're mad because you're bored right now. So what can we do? Like, can we play with blocks? Can we go outside? Can we do something else? And you can use reflective listening when you have to say no about things. And I find that personally very helpful, that I can say, I know you're angry that you can't have candy right now, but we're about to eat dinner. And I would be frustrated too but we're about to do this. So it can help move you along in your journey with your kids. Whenever you talk with your kids, use respect and encouragement. It seems obvious that we should be respectful to our kids, but sometimes we forget that they're people. Sometimes we think of them as commodities instead of people. And I've definitely been out in the world where people talk very disrespectfully to their kids. If you don't talk respectfully to your children, they're probably going to talk disrespectfully to you. So if you're always using love and encouragement and respect with them, you will get that back as a parent. And the more you use encouragement, the easier it is for your kids to work out their feelings and find solutions. iMessages is something that I want to talk about. iMessages are important, but they can sometimes be very, very tricky. I know I have a hard time with iMessages. So iMessages have 3 parts. The first part is tell what is happening. The second part is tell how you feel. And the third part is explain why you feel that way. So an example, when I see hitting, I feel worried because someone could get hurt. So when I see hitting, I feel worried because someone could get hurt. When toys are left, so don't say you in iMessages. See, this is where I always mess up. So when toys are left on the floor, I feel discouraged because I have to pick them up before I can vacuum. When I hear you crying so much, I feel confused because I can't understand what you're trying to say to me. So we're trying to put the feelings on us so we can help them figure out their feelings. I know that as just a person, when someone comes and they're like, you did this and you did that, I get defensive. But when they say like, I'm really confused about this, or I feel this way, my defenses don't go up and we're able to communicate better. It's the same with our kids. So you can use iMessages for good things too. Like, it feels good to come home and see your happy smile. Like, I feel happy when I see you smile. It makes me happy when I see that all the toys are picked up in the room. So use reflective listening and iMessages together to help communicate with your child and help them communicate with you. Thanks. Have a great day, guys. Bye.